Hey everybody, John here today. I wanted to talk to you about all these pendants we've been working on. I'll explain how I do it, but mainly these are a big part of Christmas gifts this year. Uh, Normally, over the past few years, I had been cutting geodes all the time. I cut all kinds of geodes. Never really worked on the hard stuff, the solid stuff, until this past year. I started going to town cutting slabs earlier this summer. Then I took a look at one of these stones that I've had sitting around for forever. I mean, it's probably been here going on a decade. And I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? If I cut that into pieces, it would probably make some really good pendants. So yeah, that's what I did. And sure enough, they looked really good. So what we're going to do is discuss on how I get these cut. We're basically going from a rock like this. And you can't tell, but this rock is translucent. Okay, when you cut that, you'll be able to see the sun through it. Cut it from here, something like this. And as you can see, these are translucent stones, all this stuff. Cut it from that. With my wet saw, into pieces like this. That's just the end. Here's a few pieces, slabs of the centers. Okay. Once I get these cut like this, they're rough. They need to be worked. Then I take a set of these. And I use a drill setup. So yeah, I've taken my drill and I use a neck strap for keys to hold it down in place just by screwing it down on the pivot point so it'll stay in place. And once I turn it on, I lock it so it stays on with that button right there. Okay, this is just a pad, the polish pad that I got on here. And you can see they just peel off. These right here, they're numbered. They go all the way up to 8,000 from 50. So yeah, I use these to shape them. Then I got halfway through these on some. Halfway through these on some of my pendants. And it just was taking too long to work on all the ones that I had. So I worked on just a couple of them. And still found out that it was taking forever. So what I did was I got them to a halfway point where I thought I could put them in the tumbler and they'd be all right. Well, they did tumble pretty good, and they look all right, but they're not as polished as I want them to be. They're pretty polished, but there's still a haze on there. There's still some scratches. So I'm going to figure out how to polish them really good. But yeah, I got a bunch of them set up. The wire work, we've been doing some wire work for a long time and never really watched any videos. If you can see that. A little zoom in here. Focus. There we go. It's not the best. It's one of my first ones. So yeah, we braided all these out. A lot of them are going to be gifts. Some of the stuff is personal, something like this. It's a cat's eye that the wife made. This is a piece. This is one of the first pieces I picked up. My wife had polished. I wrapped it. It's going to be re-wrapped because it's a really amateur job that I did. Let's put it that way. I could do a really good job on some pieces now. Tree of Life. That will be going to somebody in the family for Christmas. And yeah, translucent, everything. This is personal. This was actually bought by the wife. I made this heart out of one of the stones that came back with us from the creek. Creek stone. To include, the girls have been picking up, they pick up these stones here from all over around town. There's just rock everywhere. They see a pretty rock, they pick it up and bring it home. Well, I just started going to town. I probably got 1,000 of these now, just because I spent one day doing it. This right here, I'd really like to know what kind of stone this is. Now you can see the sheen on it. And it's almost like holographic, the way it shines and stuff. Almost like a cat's eye, I guess. But yeah, I'd like to know what this stone is made out of. This never went in the tumbler. This is something we picked up right off the beach down there at Chain of Rocks recreation area. So yeah, I'd like to know what that is. It's another piece. It's just a prototype. We still got to wrap a bunch of them. This one right here, I will be wrapping as soon as I wrap this video. And I will show you how I do it. Okay. I want to throw a shout out to the people that actually got me rolling on doing the tumbling on rocks like this. These here, all this stuff, it's all been tumbled. This, to include cutting the flats and polishing them. Michigan Rocks is a YouTube channel that I got the tumbling information from. He's like the go-to guy on tumbling, to include other stuff. I mean, these people, they all cross over at some points on what they do. But some do things like this guy right here, Michigan Rocks. He's a big-time tumbler. He's got a big box in his basement. I guess it's his basement. But yeah, he's got a multi-barrel holding box that, I don't know, he's got a bunch of them there. And he's been doing it for years. He's got all kinds of videos out there. And that's how I learned to tumble. Really, I did. I didn't have anybody else showing me. I've watched so many videos, but it was his videos that actually got me going. Now, cutting slabs was currently rock hounding on YouTube. Okay. He cuts a lot of slabs. He's got some big machine to cut it with, to include the polishing. And he's the one where I got this idea for these. All right. And I would have never done it if I hadn't watched their videos. So, yeah. A lot of this stuff is just like kind of prototypes that we're giving away for Christmas gifts. Hand make your stuff if you can. I mean, I'm an advocate for that. Nobody wants a Chinese Christmas all the time. Somebody likes handmade stuff. So get out there, do some stuff. Videos coming up will be, like I said, this is going to come next. Then I already have a video that I'm getting ready to start. It's a painting video. And I drew this out. A few months back. And I'm going to paint it onto a painting. And that'll be coming up probably in the next couple of weeks. I have to get a filtration system for the room I'm working in. So, all right, let me put this up. What else? Let's see here. Oh, I am going to be buying some copper, flat copper, sheet copper, in order to do the roses. And let me show you one of the roses I got here. I probably should have had this sitting here, And yeah, this is something that I put together. I made that stand. It's all dusty now, but yeah. I'll be doing a video on how to make these. And this is another video. I just watched people off YouTube in order to learn how to do it. I have better techniques now, and we will be doing that. All right, let's put that off the side. Other than that, I think I'm pretty well done. Keep your eye out there for new videos coming up. If you can, hit that bell, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for stopping in.